through the tricuspid valve and get the pulmonary stuff, pulmonary semilunar valve, pulmonary trunk. It's going to be right down through here somewhere, right through here. I'm going to try to cut right. Okay, let's try right through here. You may miss, but we may have to do it again. Keep sharpening my knife again. These great vessels are pretty tough. Some blood that's in there still. Okay, let's see what we got here. This is the right heart. So I'm opening up there. This is the right heart now. I got here open. Okay. So if I go up the right heart and out this vein, and there's no valve there, no semilunar valve there. In order to see that, I'm going to cut right through here. So I'm in the right heart. I'm looking for the vena cava and the pulmonary trunk and the pulmonary semilunar valves. I'm going to cut here.
Oh.
Okay, so now I'm in the right heart. Okay, so I'm in the right ventricle and the right atrium. So what's this valve right here? If this is the right ventricle and this is the right atrium, what is that valve right there? Tricuspid valve. Same as number 23 over there.
Correct.
Okay, so if I go up here, then I'm in the wall of the in the wall of the right atrium. And the vessel that comes out of the wall of the right atrium, it goes into it actually, the blood goes into it, is the vena cava. And the vena cava is very thin. I'll pin it like that, like number 8. Number 8's vena cava.
What's 9?
9 is the it's the right atrium. The right atrium and the vena cava are going to be right really close to each other. There's not going to be any valve between them. Which means over on this side, we're going to have the pulmonary trunk. This is going to be going up to, comes out through here. Still blood, still. And it gets squished so bad that see where this probe is coming out, this big vessel here. It's going up through the right ventricle. So I'm going to cut this away right here and try to expose the right, or the pulmonary semilunar valve. I'm going to cut all the aorta, the piece of the aorta off. much of blood on this one. Okay, so you can see it pretty good. So we know we're in the right heart, the right ventricle, because the wall is thin, right? And there's a pin going up, a muscle probe going up through and out this large vessel. It's not associated with the atrium, the right atrium. It's coming right out of the ventricle and up into the pulmonary trunk or pulmonary artery. It's got a thick wall. It's almost as thick as the aorta because it's an artery. Arteries are thick. Arteries leave the heart, veins go into the heart. So 14 is pulmonary trunk or pulmonary artery. 13 is pulmonary trunk or pulmonary artery. Either one, you can use those synonymous terms. 13 is pulmonary trunk or pulmonary artery. 13. And then the valve that's right there is kind of a small valve. It's a tricuspid. It's a semilunar valve. It's not, doesn't have all the chordae tendineae on it. Kind of tough. And since it's right by the pulmonary trunk, it is the pulmonary semilunar valve. 13 is the pulmonary trunk, and 14 is the pulmonary semilunar valve, and 9 is the vena cava, or 8 is the vena cava, and 9 is the right atrium. Did I get everything?
No,
Pulmonary veins. Okay, let's find pulmonary veins. Find pulmonary veins. Someone grab me another. Don't I have another muscle probe here somewhere? I thought I had 2 of them.
Yeah, it's underneath the heart.
Okay. So let's find pulmonary veins. Pulmonary veins are going to go from the lungs into the left atrium. So this is our left atrium, right? Isn't number 34 left atrium?
Yeah. No, 34 is. Yeah,
34 is left atrium.
Oh, 32. Yes, sorry.
Yeah, 34 should be. 32 is left ventricle. So if I go out of the left atrium here, I have to go on the other side probably. I'm going to move this pin over a little bit. It's kind of sticking up weird. Number 31. We're leaving the same thing, I'm just moving it over. Trying to poke through and find. Here we go. Okay. So the one that had 33 and 31 and 23 and 26 on it, I'm going to take those pins out. I'm going to kind of turn it. And sometimes these don't stick out very far. Stick out very good. I'm going to cut this off.
For the test, are you going to stick a probe through it?
I may. That will help you figure out which one you're in. So this has just all been squished so bad, it's hard to see that there's actually a vessel. And they kind of get, so the pulmonary veins, that's what they look like. For some reason they get cut off. There's actually 4 of them going back there. There's kind of one there, and they all kind of get cut off together. And so that's the pulmonary veins. And you can tell because you're going, I'm going to try to push this out more. See, these atria actually can hold quite a bit of blood, but they're very thin walled. See, if you squeeze them out, they hold quite a bit of blood. But they get squished in the packaging process. So, out the back of the left atrium are the pulmonary veins, and I'll try to put it so you can see both, and there's a muscle probe going through. So I'm going to get a different number. I took the numbers off of that one, but I'm going to put some different numbers on there. 19 is the left atrium, and 18 is pulmonary veins. 18 is pulmonary veins coming from the lungs back into the left atrium, and 19 is left atrium. Okay, so everything should be pinned. And if you want to do a dissection, get a heart, there's more over there, get a tray, start slicing and dicing, and I'll come help you or figure out what you're looking at if you need some help. So all we added just now was 13 is the pulmonary trunk or pulmonary artery, 14 is the pulmonary semilunar valves, 19 is the left atrium, and 18 is the pulmonary veins. Okay, that's all we added. So we should have everything covered now. I'll leave this out the whole period, and you can look at that. In about 5 minutes, we're going to go over the blood slide. And